What is up, Boxing Now on YouTube? Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We're going to get the highlights of Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz tonight. UFC 244 live from New York. Masvidal entered the fight as a favorite, minus 155, while Nate Diaz came in as an underdog at plus 125, meaning if you put $100 on Diaz, you'd get $225 back. Diaz made his return at UFC 241 after a 3-year layoff, and he dominated Anthony Pettis by unanimous decision win in that fight. So we had that play out. Meanwhile, Masvidal was asked about a potential fight with Nate Diaz shortly after that, and he responded by saying, "Let's give the fans a fight they want to see. Two dogs locked in the cage, going for the jugular." So you know that tonight was going to be a big fight, an entertaining fight. Two guys that wanted to get it on, and let's get into the highlights. So round one, Nate comes out to the chants of Diaz, Diaz throughout the arena. The arena is nuts, obviously in support of Diaz. As we open round one, moments in, Masvidal lands a huge elbow right out of the gate. It splits Diaz wide open. There is fucking blood everywhere. It's a nasty scene right out of the gate. Masvidal, he keeps Diaz on his back for most of the round. The blood is flowing out of the face of Diaz. Towards the end of the round, we see Diaz. He lands a big left hand, but it's not enough. I have Masvidal up 1-0 after 1 going into 2, and we take a look at the cut to the eye in the corner, and it is nasty. Diaz obviously bleeds a lot. He gets cut pretty frequently, but this is a pretty bad one. So after 1-0. We move into round 2. Round 2, Masvidal is just out-throwing, out-landing, out-dominating Diaz in round 2. It looks like we have a huge mismatch at this point. Masvidal is just completely overpowering Diaz at every aspect of the fight. He's throwing him around. He's bullying him. There's just nothing to Diaz's game that is throwing Masvidal off. I have it 2-0 after 2. Diaz is still very bloody in round 2, and in my opinion, he looks pretty gassed at this point, 2 rounds into a 5-round matchup. So 2-0 Masvidal. So we move to round 3, and I got to take that comment back where I said that Diaz looked gassed, because he comes out and he's completely not gassed. In round 3, Diaz comes out and he's throwing a lot more than he was in the first 2 rounds. But the difference is when he's throwing, they're not nearly as effective as Masvidal's shots are. Masvidal is throwing the cleaner, more effective shots that are doing more damage. He's able to land a couple brutal body kicks in this round that clearly affect Diaz. Diaz winces a few times. There was a liver shot, a left hook to the liver, that puts Diaz in some pain. Towards the end of the round, we see Diaz on the ground, and Masvidal's got him in a mount, and they're exchanging punches, which just goes to show how tough these fucking guys are, because there was some big shots landed there. But after 3, I have it 3-0 Masvidal going into the 4th. So we don't even get a chance to see the start of round 4. The referee calls a stop to the matchup at the doctor's recommendation due to a cut to the eye of Diaz. The cut was pretty nasty. I've seen worse. I don't know if that's the right call by the doctor, but then again, I'm not a fucking doctor, so I don't know. Obviously, not the kind of ending that we want to see between these two guys. Diaz, it's not like it was affecting him. He was pushing through it. There was a lot of blood, but he was pushing through it. Not the way you want to see this fight end. But that being said, Masvidal was completely dominating, in my opinion. I don't think that Diaz would have had enough to overcome Masvidal. But all right, so a pretty shitty ending to this matchup. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a good stoppage by the doctor? I don't, and I don't think many people are going to comment below that it was a good stoppage. But that being said, Masvidal is the winner of this matchup, and thanks for watching. Peace.